subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button and make sure to click on the bell icon for new videos.
Hey guys! Hello everybody. So today, my hair looks so stupid. Wait a second. I have not really been super active since a while. And I felt like a lot of people kept on asking me like, why are you not, that quick in uploading videos? So finally, I thought let's do a get ready with me, and then let's do a chit chat within that get ready with me, and you guys can also see how exactly I do my face. I'm a very basic biatch, so I like to do my face in a specific way because it looks like I don't have makeup on, but I do. The first thing we're gonna do, I don't know if you guys know, but I got laser hair reduction done on my face. Where was I going with that? They shave all of your face and they do like with laser on it, which is what was done on my face. Because of that, I can't really pluck or thread anywhere. All I can do is shave. I really love to shave, and since I do have a mochi, I like to shave it with this shaver that I got from Miniso. It's white, it's dainty, and it does the job. Since my mochis, well, it's not that crazy, but it's still there, so I'm gonna remove it. And all you do is you just go like light strokes everywhere. Clean. I've already put some serum on my face because I'm a hydration fiend and I love my skin to be super hydrated. But if you guys want to know, I've been using the same serum. It's about to end. It's called It's Skin 10. This one is for hydration, but I've already used another serum because this one is about to die. So while we're doing our foundation, I'm going to tell you what exactly I felt last year. I'm going to start off with the foundation. This one is the Shambol Orosa Skin Fusion Foundation in the shade Ivory Natural. I don't know why I said zzz. Yeah, it's very liquidy. It sounds really messed up, but it is amazing packaging. I absolutely love this foundation. If you really like hydrated skin, get this foundation. But the packaging kind of really sucks because it gets messed up everywhere. I'm just gonna take some squirts and unintentional Instagram videos. And then I'm gonna be taking my body blender. This is a black one. I've been using it again since like 2 years now. Why fix if it's not broken? You know what I mean? I'm just gonna bounce this off my face. So what happened with me after I got married, I came to a new place, which is Kathmandu, and it got a little overwhelming. I've never really stayed alone. I know. I've always stayed with my parents. So it was kind of, I don't know how to put it, like me and Deb, we have a very good relationship, but then it was so weird and different for me to stay here all by myself. Although Deb has colleagues and I had a couple of friends. I still have a couple of friends here. Wow, this looks like a mask. This does oxidize. So what I was saying was I felt like I'm used to a lot of people being around me. This looks so stupid. I should first do my full makeup. I really like having a lot of people around me, and once I got married, it was a little difficult because we both of us came here. As opposed to me, Deb is used to staying by his own self. He has been doing it since he was 18 years old. So plus he's like way more practical when it comes to things, because he's like, well, we have to stay alone, so we have to stay alone. And I'm like, but why? I do this and that. And because of that, in order for you to make videos, you have to be very, very happy or like in a very good state of mind so that you feel creative and you want to, create content. I mean, I know a lot of people have like content banks, and they work according to that. I don't. I'm a very emotional content developer, so I create videos according to what I feel, also according to what you guys ask me. So I was just feeling alone and shitty, and even if Deb was there and he was super sweet, it's like a very drastic difference because you stay in Delhi and there's like a particular lifestyle involved, and here it's a very, very different lifestyle. I live in a completely different house. I don't have my huge family around me, and it's just both of us. So it just, I don't know. And then there were a lot of other things that happen once you get married. There's a lot of tensions that you have after you get married. Like, I used to think people just make that shit up, but it's true. Like, once you get married, there's just so many people involved, and there's like so many emotions involved, and things always, like, there's so much officiality about every single thing that you do. So it was just like a mix of that. And also, I kept on feeling like I didn't belong in YouTube anymore. I felt like I was like done, and I felt like I had I said this to Dave once, and he was like, the fuck is wrong with you? I told Dave that I felt like I had reached, and that I cannot do any better now because I've been doing YouTube for so long. And Dave was like, the fuck are you saying? You have reached, like, what? My husband is very interested in what I do, and he's super supportive in me making YouTube videos. What he's not supportive in is the fact that I feel uninspired and I don't put up videos. So since the time that we've gotten married, he also noticed that I was not inspired and I was not putting out videos, and he was always after my butt to make videos. We have had so many arguments where I was trying to explain to him why I can't make videos because I don't feel inspired, and I feel like there's nothing else for me to do on YouTube because I've already put in as much effort as I possibly could, and you know, other people are doing way better because they're more inspired and blah 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 blah. And my husband would just sit there looking at me like, you've lost your marbles. He was, oh my god. And you know, the thing with my husband is he's really sweet, he's very understanding, but then when it comes to discipline about your work, he's way worse than me. What I mean by that is that if I tell him that this is the reason why I can't do videos, he's actually going to give me like a full list in email that you're stupid and you need to do this because you need to do this. So sometimes I feel like he is more serious about my YouTube channel than me, which kind of is a stupid thought. But so the foundation is pretty much done. This looks kind of creepy. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna contour with the Maybelline V Face Duo Stick by Face Studio. I actually only use the dark one because why not? And I like to go ham with this when I record videos, simply because when you're recording video, it's like just this direction and this kind of looks nice. I do not do this on a regular basis. Please do not do this. It really looks stupid when you meet somebody and they have like these like lines, and who are you trying to contour lie to? Okay, I'm gonna try to do that. What was I saying? Yeah, so my husband kept on pushing me to do more videos, and I felt like shit for the past whole year. There were a lot of things that happened. I feel like I've never really gotten a push from YouTube ever, and I've been doing videos for a very long time. So that's the reason why I never really felt super inspired anyways to begin with, to be very, very honest. I'm not saying the people that do get that push from YouTube have something extra. It's just, I don't know, YouTube works in very mysterious ways. So since I had been doing YouTube for such a long time and I wasn't really getting called for a lot of for example, I wasn't really called for the YouTube Fan Fest, and it didn't really make any sense to me, because I was like, what if, and this was, I feel like, the first fan fest or something. I quite forget the other people that I personally feel like did deserve to go, did end up going, but there were a lot of other people that I thought that will be there, but they weren't even called. So that was one of the reasons I feel like it just feels like, when you have been doing YouTube for as long as I have, you just feel that the platform is going to recognize you sometime, you know, like ask you to come to events, or I don't know, something, just like basically make you feel like you're worth some shit. But sadly I wasn't ever like called for things, so that didn't help. And after, so just not feeling inspired, being in a completely new place, feeling like I've reached, and just not enough interaction with the YouTube team, I suppose. Plus, I don't like to blame other people for shit that I don't do. So I feel like mostly it is my fault. But you know, like now that I think about it, I have no idea why. Which is kind of funny. Okay, this kind of looks stupid, so I'm gonna use another brush. This one by Color Bar. You know, in real life, it doesn't really look that bad. It looks like that on camera. Okay. Oh no, I had to do this also. I like to do this on my cheeks. Just makes it look like it's even more cut out. Yeah, so all of these things combined just didn't motivate me to do videos. And then my husband was just, he like put his foot down. He was like, Komal, I don't care if you don't feel inspired. Put videos out there. You're ruining what you have been trying to build for so many years because of like external factors. And I was still trying to fight him. Like, you guys don't know the amount of arguments I have had with my husband just to justify why I don't want to make videos. It sounds so silly because he does not gain anything from me making videos, but I feel like he also saw the difference in my personality when I wasn't making videos, because you know, when you don't work, you get very frustrated, and that's the same thing with me. Oh, I have to get my lip gloss. I kind of look super stupid, so I'm just gonna apply this lip gloss. I love this lip gloss. This is by Sunny Leone. It's called Starstruck in the color Baby Doll. I like to call it Baby Doll, but no, that's me. Oh my god, I love this color so much. The beginning of this year was good for me because they kept on pushing me to like do videos and blah blah blah. And since I was concentrating on not just doing videos, I started a project that I'm currently working on, and it's something that I feel like is going to be super useful for a lot of people. I can't really talk a lot about it. I will let you guys know when it launches, but no, it's not a makeup line. So basically, since the beginning of this year, I've been working on that project, and since it's primarily me as the founder of that particular thing, it just takes a lot of effort and a lot of time, and that's the reason why I wasn't able to do videos starting of this year. But now things are starting to get sorted out a little bit of that particular project, and now I feel a little creative. I feel more positive. I feel like I have more ideas, and I feel like I am not spent yet. And I feel super happy and inspired, and I feel like doing more videos. So let us go to our contour while we're talking about inspiration. I'm going to use the Faces All-Time Pro face palette. This shit is amazing. You need to get this in your life. And I'm just gonna take the bronzer. The bronzer, oh my god, all the colors of this is I don't really do this makeup look when no, I broke the highlighter even more. Just gonna take the bronzer. Yes, oh my god, I love this bronzer. I know it kind of looks like shit on camera, but it looks really nice in person. I swear, I mama swear. I'm just gonna blend it out into my hairline. Yeah, so now I feel super inspired and I feel happy, and I feel like there's a lot of videos that I want to do, and I'm actually starting like a new I wouldn't say thread, but sort of like a playlist of videos that I feel like would be useful. And you know, the thing with me is that I cannot make fluff content. I cannot make videos just because I will get like views. I like making interactive content, and interactive content I feel like is way more intensive in terms of for you to create as compared to just like content. Like for example, I could just do affordable lipsticks in India, and I can just make like a random ass video of this lipstick is nice, this lipstick is nice, this lipstick, because I know that the keyword is so strong that I will get views. But then like once in a month I can do that, but it has to be funner, you know, because I'm not an anchor for a news channel. Like I don't know. So yeah, so I've been working on different sort of things, and we're gonna be taking some blush and some of the highlight, mixing that up and applying it everywhere. Ooh, did you guys know this year I actually also tried to do more Instagram videos? I felt like, okay, this is too much. I felt like I should start doing Instagram more as compared to YouTube, because there's just a lot of audience that I'm losing out on. And then I tried to do it, and I did like a series, and I felt like it was actually a pretty good series, but then I didn't get a lot of interaction on Instagram as well. So I was like, whoop, another place I'm messing up at. If you guys saw my Instagram videos, definitely let me know what you thought about it. I tried to be original. I made this video which was for Kathmandu weather or like Delhi weather, or basically like pollution friendly makeup or something like that. I leave it here. You know what, let's just let that play while we're doing this video. I had like a mask on and everything. I tried to be creative, you know, but I feel like my issue is consistency. It has always been that. So yesterday I was having a conversation with my husband, and he goes, you know, Komal, what your problem is? Your problem is your consistency. And I was like, yes, but let's see how that goes. Gonna try to contour my nose a little bit. There we go. Another thing that I felt that added to me not being able to do videos is that, you know, most of the time, like if I want a video to be up, let's say of a new product, I can go ahead and just like buy it from the market. But since I'm in Kathmandu now, and a lot of the brands are not really available, they don't have Nykaa here, they don't have anything here, and even if they do, I don't know about it. So if you know about it, definitely let me know. So because of that, I was like, well, how am I gonna do videos? Like there's no place here that I know that I can, you know, buy that and this and other excuses. I think that was the major reason why I was like, when am I gonna make videos about, I can't even buy the makeup here that's available in India, which is currently also an issue. So what I try to do now is that whenever I go to India, I try to buy a lot of products, and when I come back, I can review them. I have gajillions of products that I've actually bought from India, and I haven't really done videos about it, but now they're happening, so yay. We're gonna do some eyeshadow. I'm just gonna take the bronzer again on an eyeshadow brush. It looks amazing. I just like to apply this around my socket just to give it a little bit of color. Yes! Oh my god. I love how bronzy I look. After a year and a half of being totally quiet and absent, I am back and I'm doing these videos, and just like that we're gonna be curling our eyelashes. I really love to curl eyelashes. I already have pretty like longish eyelashes, so sometimes if I just curl them and apply mascara, I get crazy amounts of people asking me what have I done to my eyelashes just because I curl them and apply mascara. So I have pretty okay eyelash. I mean, they don't look that long in videos. This one person in a video of mine where I said I have long eyelashes went like, no you don't. So I was like, okay. I've started making more content now. I just want to know like what you guys feel like about the content. I mean, if you guys have any video ideas, definitely let me know, because I do have a lot, but I genuinely want to do a lot more content that you guys want to see, so that would be super helpful as well. Let me just try to do some eyebrow action. This is the Benefit Gimme Brow. This is a really cool product. I really like it. You just have to be very, very light with this because it can get a little overwhelming. But no, seriously, like last year was just like, I felt so poop throughout the year. I felt like, you know, it feels so bad like when you don't feel like doing that one thing that you would wake up excitedly in the morning for. Like I remember how excited I was before I got married to read like all the comments on my videos, and then after I got married it was just like, you're sad but you just feel so uninspired that you cannot under any circumstance like even remotely try to do the thing that you love. And it's such a weird and complicated scenario that it was really bad, guys. Like last year was so horrible. I mean, it was nice. It was nice in my personal sphere, because you know I got married and stuff, but professionally last year was just horrid, just so bad. And you know, I get a lot of comments from you guys saying that you miss my videos and stuff, and believe me, I miss making videos. Like, I'm not just saying that. I know a lot of people say that because this is their income source, but I genuinely, like, it's so exciting whenever you make like a new video and you guys like start commenting, and like you guys comment some like inside jokes and all. It's quite fun, believe me. I live for it. I get so many comments asking me why I don't fix my eyebrows, and I'm like, what do you mean fix my eyebrows? Like, this is my eyebrows. I don't like to super fill them. I don't like to make them look perfect because I don't know, like they're already arched and shit, so I don't know why people have so much problem. It literally felt like the whole world around me was moving forward and I was stuck at the same place. But you know, I'm good now, and the only like, you know, support I had at that time was Deb, because he was physically around me, and it's very difficult for you to just like say these things out loud on YouTube videos because people are always out there trying to make you feel little because of your vulnerabilities. Oh my god, vulnerabilities. And I don't ever want to feel like how I felt last year, and I hope I won't. And even if I do, I think I'm stronger now and I understand the pattern. So with that said, let us do our winged eye. For the eyeliner, I'm using this one by My Glam. I like it, but this one time it went in my eye and it burned so much that I wanted to never apply eyeliner again, which is a big deal because eyeliner is life, man. It's so much pressure for influencers. Like, you have to look like fucking models now. And like, you know, when I started because I have a viewpoint about the products that I use and I like to make content. But then now, up until last year, it was not enough for you to be good as a blogger, to be a genuine content creator. You had to look a particular way, and I feel like I kind of I kept on denying it. I was like, no, and then last year I realized shit is actually true, and I was like, how am I going to, like, how do I score around women that look like this is making no sense. Basically, how am I, like an average looking chica, supposed to compete with somebody that looks like a model? Like, it's not possible. And I guess I was super disillusioned because I was just like, well, don't look like that, so nothing will happen. And I think now I've realized that, oh man, last year was horrible. About 2.5 months ago, on our wedding anniversary, Deb was like, Komal, listen, I think it's going to really help you if you start working out rigorously with a personal trainer. And I was a little apprehensive before, but then I was like, okay, fine, whatever. And he gifted me that on our wedding anniversary, apart from like some other thing. But he was like, I want you to feel the best in your body. And you know, when you work out, endorphins are released and you feel like so much better. And he was like, I know you feel like shit, and this is your one chance of not feeling like shit. Like, you know, put all your effort in the gym one day, come back. It will make you feel better. And I was like, initially I was a little apprehensive, but then after like a month, even now, it feels like shit when you're doing it. But when you're done working out, you feel like, oh my god, yes. We're done with the one. Eyeliner done. Now we're going to use a mascara. I'm using the Scuba one. I've been using this again. I think it's been a whole year. I should throw this away. You shouldn't really use mascara more than 6 months, but this one I like a lot. So it's just such an odd feeling, like, you know, for somebody like me who's always trying to be in control and thinking that just because I make genuine content, I will be garnering the sort of respect that I think I need or I deserve. But that wasn't happening. Like, sometimes, you know, you just have to go with the flow. And I'm not the sort of person that goes with the flow, okay? I'm like, go against the flow sort of a person. So I feel like last year was a very good experience in terms of me growing as an adult. I wouldn't really say I was depressed. I wouldn't say that I had anxiety and stuff. But I would genuinely think that it was a place that I've never been. And I feel like I'm stronger now. And, you know, it would be really cool if you guys could tell me if that has ever happened to you. Or if I've always had such a strong family to, you know, fall back on. And, you know, Deep tries to do as much as he can, but then he cannot be 4 people or 5 people. It's not physically possible for him to be 4 people. And touch wood, I'm really lucky to have somebody like him that, you know, pushes me to be better at my work. But at the same time, it's just, I truly like, he tried to be as supportive as he possibly could last year. then you know there's certain things that you just have to do yourself, and I had to push myself out of that sort of a state of mind of just pitying yourself, feeling bad about yourself, and just feeling like poop, you know. Please let me know if you've ever felt like that ever in your life, because it would make me feel better. Because you know, like when you feel like shit, if somebody else also feels like shit, you're like, you get it, you know what I mean? Done with our makeup look. I'll just apply a little bit more of that lip gloss. There we go. And I'm ready. So that's it. That was the chit chat. Get ready with me. I kind of feel super vulnerable telling you guys all about this, because you know, I don't want you guys to think or like pity me, but I really want to talk about this because if I'm feeling like that, I'm pretty sure other people also feel like that. And I know a lot of people think that because I'm an influencer, like my life is like, oh my god, but it's not. I'm just a regular person with a lot of makeup on my face. But yeah, so that's it. I hope you guys like this video, and if you didn't subscribe, by clicking on the subscribe button. And if you have any video requests, please let me know in the comment section. We need all the video requests we can get,